rocks, big chain, big watch, big beans, big blocks, big bills, big blocks. I'll go rolling, no TikTok, yo ho, in my flip flops, kicking this shit, no gym socks. That's about me, nigga. I've been hot, eating about money, nigga kick rocks. That's all facts, no Xerox. Bust a couple shots, make it clear out. You pussy ass nigga, I don't hear about. I'm up one, 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 up one. I'm up one, up one, up one, up one. I'm up one, up one, I'm up one, I'm up one. Don't make 'em bust one. This big chop, you touch some. Oh now nigga, I'ma bust some. Nigga think I ain't shooting, I front some. Pop out the whip, hoes come running. Man, a silly ass bitch, I ain't gon' fuck nothing. I'll stop playing games, come suck some. Hey, bend it over, put it on your butt, honey. Hey, white presidential, your top in the rental, hop in the sprinter, fly in the vision. Big walk, thick knot, check my credentials. Kick back, keep it play around with a nigga. Cup full of mud running up in my liver. Pray to God they don't put me in the hospital. Can't touch me, boy, too hot, nigga. All the little bitty bitch gon' pop, nigga. And the high D rocks on my jaw, nigga. If you plan, I'ma shoot him off top, nigga. Boy, I spent 30K on my watch, nigga. Put dick all in your whole crotch, nigga. Pop shit, yeah, pop, nigga. Got a lick on the house, nigga. Hell no, I ain't stunning you, stank hoe. Street, yeah, RIP bankroll. I got big rocks, big chain, big watch, big beans, big blocks, big bills, big blocks. I'll go rolling, no TikTok, yo ho, in my flip flops, kicking this shit, no gym socks. That's about me, nigga. I've been hot, eating about money, nigga kick rocks. That's all facts, no Xerox. Clear out, you pussy ass nigga, I don't hear about. I'm up one, 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 up one. I'm up one, up one, up one, up one, I'm up one, up one, I'm up one. I play big bank, take a little bank. She booted on the molly, I'm on a little drink. Come slide by me, I want a little face. Think about it, I don't want relation with the little skank. Not take, but I'm on a race. Big desert eagle, keep it on my waist. Motherfucker hater, yeah they gonna hate. Fall back little bitch, now I don't go on dates. Yeah, I stay sippin' on the scissors. Got a lot of ice, like a blizzard. Was crackin' nigga, was a wizard. In the trap doing magic like a wizard. Sippin' me a phone, nigga slizzard. This small hoe giving brain like a nizzard. I ain't getting money, what you say, come again, sir. Dog finna loud, getting tossed where I been, sir. Getting drunk, getting full of this him, sir. In my pants, y'all keep it about 10, sir. I'm alone, no, I don't need friends, sir. Got about 10 bad bitches in the bin, sir. So ask about that whole house, I ain't with her. Broke been a long time since I been there. Boy, you niggas stressing now, you got thin her. My son ain't born yet, but he got about 10 per Gucci. I got big rocks, big chain, big watch, big beans, big blocks, big bills, big blocks. I'll go rolling, no TikTok, yo ho, in my flip flops, kicking this shit, no gym socks. That's about me, nigga. I've been hot, eating about money, nigga kick rocks. That's all facts, no Xerox. Bust a couple shots, make it clear out. You pussy ass nigga, I don't hear about. I'm up one, 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 up one. I'm up one, up one, up one, up one. I'm up one, up one, I'm up one, up one.
All of my bitches legit. All of my color legit. All of the designer legit. Cut up the plug legit. Round and chopper legit. All of my diamonds legit. All of my houses legit. My bitch gon' count it legit. I'm too legit to quit it. 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 Yeah, I said that right there. I'm too legit to quit it. I'm too legit shit in the county. I was whooping niggas for a piece of a brownie. These bitches had down me. Now I'm too legit since the radio found me. Now she's up without me. Kyle Reese, can't touch this. Ferragamo Reese, Balenciaga kicks. Tokyo bitch, watch a drop kick. College only, sauce on me. I'm HD, sauce Ray Vision. Comment Scotty tripping 33 bitches. That's my dad. I scooped little mama up and took her out to eat. We went back to my spot and we smoked out the beach. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. Little mama with me, she fine as fuck. She drank tequila and I'm pouring up. Shit off, girl, you know the love. Got hoes like Uncle Luke, I smoke like Uncle Snoop. But I get even higher when I'm counting low. I only smoke indica, bro. I hate the tea. Me and my homeboys call it strong. My grandma call it real. I'm bumping too hard. My muscle car got big speed and a big block. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. When you smell loud, then you know what's up. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. On the 8+, nigga, that's a must. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. 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 I can't help it. While I'm rolling up. Smoking one 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 while I'm rolling up. Bitch, I got that in my time to make it slow. Bitch, smoking till you fucking broke. Bitch, I put my smoking up, it's just a sweet. Bitch, I put my heart and shit on the beat. I run like a weapon. Please, don't give a sweet. But my son is sweet. Bitch, got me fucked up. Oh, I'm like no other. My nigga, they love. You niggas ain't never versus others. Bitch, I know I know that we gon' make it cash. Bitch, you need to blow your mouth and shake your ass. Shit, I got this way to say that you gon' blow. Young Tom, this your bad boy. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. 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 I can't help it. Smoking one while I'm rolling up. 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 Smoking one and I'm rolling up. In a Cadillac with a bitch rolling up. I'm smoking one and I'm on type of jam. Motherfucking G and I'm showing up. I'm smoking one and I'm going up. It's 2 to 3, I'm really throwing up. With a V12 attitude blowing up. But some of you niggas, you ain't close enough to even feel the contact. Taste the burn. Get a rotation and wait your turn. And go from an ebony straight to perm. Ready to get a gap, wanna chase the worm. Feel real good when I mix it up.